Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to the live stream that almost didn't happen. I kid you not, people. A few moments before I was supposed to go live, I started running speed tests, and my speeds were in the 20s. I kid you not. There was a 28.2 that I received. Earlier this weekend, I received a 10.4. I also had a 1.8. That is how bad my internet is. I almost called this thing Comcast sucks. Oh my goodness. It has been quite the ordeal the last couple of days with technicians and various phone calls, automated phone calls, supervisor calls from Comcast telling me that my service is subpar. They're calling me to tell me that my service is subpar, as if we didn't already know that. But as you can see, hopefully what you guys can see, my screen is so clear right now, it is unbelievable. So who knows how long it's actually going to stay that way. Fingers crossed that we can keep it going through this live cast. I mean, I was doing show prep, and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to actually do the show. I had a camera set up to go on Instagram. That's how we were going to do the show tonight. We were going to do it on Instagram because that's how dicey this thing was. Yeah, Mark says it is so clear, brother. If you have one foot in the air, keep that foot in the air for the next 45 minutes, because clearly that is the way to get a good signal on Comcast. I'm gonna just put that out there. So it is good to see you guys. It has been chaos. For everyone that joined the last live stream that I tried to do a couple of days ago, I want to apologize to you guys. Right as I was put up the post to go live to do some breaking news, literally my internet crashed. I was out for 2 hours, no internet. Then I had some internet, but it was like trying to breathe through one of those coffee stirrers. That's how good my internet was. And we have 25 devices in this house that tap into the internet. It was not a pretty picture. So I have been struggling. Fingers crossed that we can actually make some magic happen when Comcast shows up here tomorrow morning around 7:30. I didn't even know they had appointments that early. So we will see. And suppose if the guy's 1 minute late, I get a credit. And what I keep telling him is I don't want credits. I want service that works. So as you guys saw, on the description of this video, we have some news that we're going to get to. Scumbag alert. We are going to talk about a scumbag a little bit later. But I want to welcome you guys to the live stream, the Ready, Set, Go preview show. This is where I give you guys a heads up as to all of the content that's going to be released from the channel over the course of this coming week. And I think that there is some pretty good content that's coming out this week and next week, to be honest with you. I've been recording because I couldn't get online, so I had nothing else to do. So I recorded a bunch of videos that I hope to be able to release to you guys. Wayne McDonald says the Gibbon is not doing his job. Brother, I'm going to send the Gibbon to Comcast offices to pay them a visit, you know. Johnny Future's in the house. How you doing? I want to say hello to the comic soldiers that have joined us here. Chaos Lord, my man, how you doing? Brings a tremendous amount of insight to the comment section. So if you guys are not reading the comments that other people put up, I definitely encourage you to do so, because there is so much knowledge from guys like Johnny Future and Chaos Lord. I definitely encourage you guys to check it out. Chuck is in the house. Chris Barrett is here. James Tomlinson is in the house. It's good to see you, my friend. Harvey Abel, how you doing? You will hear this back, read this back, see this back on the replay. It's good to see you, my friend. Mark Tripp is here. Rush Diehard, my Canadian brother, is in the house. Just a Rican. Rod, how you doing, big fella? It is always good to see you. My other Canadian brother, Wayne McDonald, is in the house. It is always good to see you, and good chat with you the other day. Definitely, if you need some other assistance, don't hesitate to reach out, brother. I am always happy to help. Randy is here. Felix is here. Johnny Future, I've already said hello to you a couple of times. Tina is in the house. I haven't seen your name, but I know that you're here. Robot Snyder is here. I am Jay is in the house. It is good to see you guys. And I want to thank you guys for spending just a little bit of your Sunday with me. I absolutely appreciate it. So, if you are watching this now or on the replay and you have yet to subscribe to this channel, I definitely want to encourage you to do so because I think we do some cool stuff here. Our subscriber count is going up, and I think that that is a very good sign because we are putting out good quality content. And so, you don't want to miss any of that stuff. So, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so that you can stay abreast of all the content that I release on a weekly basis. So we are going to dig into this thing. We're going to dig into some news. We may do a giveaway, live giveaway here in the room. So stay tuned for that. We are going to give you a heads up on the videos that are going to be coming out this week. We're going to do our GoCollect giveaway as we always do. And then we're going to pick the books that are going to be given away next week. I think I have four. I think I have 4 books, 4 slabs under this desk. We are going to pick one as a group, and then we are going to unveil it, and that will be the book that will be given away this upcoming week. So I definitely encourage you guys to stay tuned. There's also some really good news that is going to be given out in just a couple of moments. So, but as the header alluded to for this video, a scumbag has been arrested in Arizona. This scumbag is named Kenya. I think it's Kenya Morgan. This is the gentleman that was essentially, I think, the business manager for Stan Lee. And Stan Lee's estate, I think, was worth approximately $50 million. And this gentleman was his business manager for the last couple of years of his life. And this guy was actually arrested a couple of times. Most recently, he was arrested in Arizona. He is going to be extradited to Los Angeles, and he will face charges because the warrant was for alleged elder abuse, false imprisonment, and grand theft. So there is a rumor here and evidence that he basically pocketed $235,000. So you guys know towards the end of his life, Stan's people were charging a healthy amount of money for a signature, sometimes upwards of, 125 to 140 was being collected, 145. This guy, Mr. Morgan, collected $235,000 from such a signing that Stan never saw. This guy put this money in his pocket. He also had Stan move out of his house and move into a condo or something like that, where this guy could actually have better control over Stan and what Stan was doing and who was seeing him and who he was seeing. But they arrested this guy. They arrested him for alleged elder abuse, false imprisonment, and grand theft. And he is potentially, they extended bail to him. I don't know if he is out on bail, but they extended bail to him of like $300,000. And I think what you have to come up with 10% or something like that. So yeah, this guy's going to be extradited to LA because he was arrested, I think, north of Phoenix. They actually found him at, I think it was a house or something like that. So this, if you guys remember, the last couple of years of Stan's life were very tumultuous. There was a lot of stuff that was happening around him, and a lot of people basically pointed to this guy, Mr. Morgan, as the person that was behind a lot of this stuff. So it's interesting, it's interesting to see what's going to happen to this guy. If he indeed stole from Stan, if he indeed abused him, I think hopefully justice will be served. But as I alluded to, this is not the first time that this guy was arrested. He was actually arrested before related to Stan on June 11th for making false 911 calls. And so, I guess clearly he must have gotten out on that one. Guess the charges were dropped or something like that. So we'll see what happens with this next round as he gets sent to LA to face charges for again, alleged elder abuse, false imprisonment, and also grand theft of at least $235,000. So very sad situation. Rest in peace, Stan. Very, very sad situation. So I'm trying to get caught up with some of the stuff. Mark says, throw the book at him. Captain Crunch says, Max, the previous manager, was very shady as well. I think I heard about Max. I guess so it was Max first, and then this guy, Kenya Morgan, or whatever his name is. So they did get arrested by Captain America. Oh man, throw an omnibus at him, says backseat driver. Bro, them omnibuses, woo, that is that'll take you out. That will. Those things are hefty. Eric Press says it happens all the time. Unfortunately, geriatric abuse is very common. Yes, it is, and it's very sad. There is actually commercials out. I see commercials here in California where they have a depiction of an elderly woman that's essentially isolated in her home, and she has a stack of bills, and her son, who we assume her son is basically like, oh yeah, it is the son, because the son is like, mom, don't worry about it, I've got it all under control. This guy's sitting in a casino gambling with his mom's money as her house goes into foreclosure. So to Eric's point, it absolutely happens all the time, and it is very, very sad. To Eric's point here, it's sad and disgusting. I would have to absolutely agree with that, you know. As a person that was around for both my great grandparents and my grandparents, I was raised to have a tremendous amount of respect for older people, and to see people abuse other, older people. It's just sad, whether it be family or a stranger. It is definitely a sad situation. So hopefully justice will be served on Mr. Morgan. And if he is found guilty, I hope he gets a nice amount of time in and wherever they decide to send him. Rush says he looks like something interesting. I'm not gonna repeat that. That's messed up. I'm pretty sure that Stan would never charge that much of anything because he loved what he was doing. He loved interacting with fans. Max was shady, but Stan trusted him. Yeah, I remember when I actually was able to meet Stan for the first time, right, like Silicon Valley Comic Con. I was super pumped, and I remember being in a line, and a woman walked out, and she basically said, "Do not talk to Stan. Do not touch Stan. Do not do anything to upset Stan." That's basically what we were told. They were basically like, stand in line, slide your stuff down, get it signed, and walk away. Do not talk to Stan. Do not take pictures of him. Do not touch him. And it was tough. I think he was getting over pneumonia at the time. So I kind of attributed it to that versus, Stan not wanting to interact with fans. But it was tough because I really wanted to. I wish I had been able to see him back in the day when he was vibrant, and full of energy. I've heard fantastic stories from people that have met him, shop owners that have had him in the shop, and it's tough because I missed those opportunities. But at least I had a chance to stand across the table from him. That was very cool. That was very cool. Train Wreck 2020 is in the house. Who is this? Elvira's manager was charging $80 for a non-personalized autograph in 2012. Didn't include what? $80 for a signature? Oh my goodness. Chris says, yeah, I met him and it was a very robotic assembly line. Yeah, they basically, was standing across the table. You would hand your book to the first person. They would take a ticket or put a ticket on top of your item. And then it would be like 5 people that would just slide, 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 slide as you walk down. And these people had no care for your collectibles. They would just slide them without the care in the world, put their fingers all over it. And at one point I just reached across and grabbed my own stuff and just moved it down myself. Yeah, it was definitely sad. Johnny Future says he saw Stan in 2015 and he was able to shake his hand. That was very cool. I think you got a photo with him as well, didn't you, Johnny Future? I think you have shared a couple of photos with me. And Chris said he did get a fist bump though. That is something. It's just, man, when you sit and you read comics, the way that many of us have, and you would read Stan's, his writings or his editorial comments, you almost felt as if you knew him. You could almost hear his voice in your head, Stan the man, and to actually have an opportunity to meet. I don't look at him as like an idol, right? But he was an important, influential person in my life, and it was even though it was not what I wanted it to be, it was still a special moment for me. And so when people are like, what is one of your favorite books? It is Amazing Spider-Man 50. It is, because it's a gorgeous book. It's one he wrote. It's one he personally signed, and I had a chance to witness it. That's very cool. So Johnny Future just confirmed that indeed he has photos with him. So shook his hand and he has photos. It's definitely a very cool moment. Edward is saying he's jealous that all of us got to meet him. Yeah, man. I mean, I saw Chris Claremont I saw a photo of Chris Claremont earlier today because I follow him on Instagram. He joined Instagram probably 3 months ago, maybe. He is walking with a cane. And I realized, and I had realized it before, but when I saw him in this photo on Instagram with the cane, I realized just how old so many of these comic book creators are getting, and I also reflect upon my own family, to be honest with you, and the age of some of the older people in my family. You can see age setting in, and it's tough. It's tough, and it makes you well, let me restate, it makes me want to slow down and appreciate the people in the experiences that I have with folks while I have them, because you never know. Chris Claremont charges $5 for a signature, but he spent 15 minutes. Bro, I pay Chris $5 all day long for an opportunity to chat with him. And the $5, man, that's a nominal amount of money. There are so many people that don't even charge. I know Jim Lee, he sometimes does free signings, so I think there's nothing wrong with these guys making some money. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But it's like there's that balance. You know what I'm saying? There's that balance. And it sounds like, Chris Claremont clearly has that balance. $5 and some actual time to spend with him. It's worth it. It's worth it. I mean, I had a chance to meet Neil Adams, and I just stomped him in the middle of the convention showroom floor and just talked with him for like 10 minutes. Then went to the booth and talked to him for a couple of more. Didn't pay a daggone thing, but he was super kind guy. So here's the thing. Well, I'm going to keep this thing moving on. So we have had this the whole Stan Lee thing was a little negative, it was a little heavy, and even this part of the conversation was a little heavy. I want to bring us up. I want to bring this up. I want to bring this up with a little bit of joy. So there's a guy that I talk to fairly often, or at least I used to, guy by the name of Ryan. Talk to Ryan a lot. And Ryan and I have had some deep conversations. For me, if an email is longer than like 10 words, I struggle because my attention span is so short and I have a lot of stuff to do. But Ryan and I exchange these long emails, like really long. And it's probably like 5 subjects at a time that we're like going back and forth on, like paragraph by paragraph. It's like, 5 different topics that we're conversing about. And I haven't spoken to him in a while, kind of because he recently had a baby. Ryan recently had a baby. And he reached out to me because he knows about the stuff that we try to do here on the channel. And this is what he said to me. He said, I thought of you because I know that you do giveaways on your shows. And I was hoping that maybe you do a giveaway that would help me put some good karma into the universe for his baby girl. So he and his wife just had a baby, and he immediately thought of us, which I think is fantastic, and he and his wife had her on 429. So it's been a little time. 429. She was 20 inches, 8 pounds, 6 ounces. And her name is Tegan, which is, I think, a fantastic name. Tegan. And nice sized baby at 20 inches, bigger than my kids, because my kids were 6 and 7 pounds. 8 pounds, 6 ounces, baby Tegan, born 429. So what Ryan has done is he has actually secured for us a stack of gift cards, 4 gift cards in the amount of $29 each. 429. 4 gift cards, $29 each. And I'm going to be giving these gift cards away. I'm going to spread them out, and we're going to do a couple of things, and we're going to kind of give these things out. And we are going to spread some good karma for Ryan, for Tegan, and Ryan's wife to celebrate this amazing birth. Hopefully we're bringing in another comic fan. That's the goal, right? To brainwash her into being a comic fan. Eric Press says his last kid was 9 pounds. And 21 inches. Goodness gracious. I had long kids too. Mine were like 21, 20 and 21. My kids were long, but smaller. My girl was bigger than my boy. He was 6 pounds. She was 7. But he is like a giant. He is a tall 4-year-old. So we're going to be doing some giveaways to celebrate Tegan's birth on 429. And so you may be a recipient of one of these fantastic gift cards from my buddy Ryan. And basically it is a gift card to a site that Ryan buys from called 3204auctions.com. 3204auctions.com. It's basically an eBay site. And Ryan buys a lot of his slabs from there. So if you are a recipient at some point of this thing, I will give you all the details. I'll give you the gift card and the website and all that other kind of stuff. But I wanted to make mention of it here in the event that you are like an instant winner of this stuff. You'll know to reach out to me at regiecollects@gmail.com for additional details. So there you go. Um, Ooh, Wayne McDonald says he was 22 inches and now he is 6'7". Wayne, you are a big man. We're going to start calling you Big Wayne from here on out. James says, happy birthday, Tegan. Indeed, man. Indeed. Wait a minute. Who had a preemie? Weighed nearly 11 pounds when I was born. Goodness, Mike. You are some big people. Yeah, it's 3204auctions.com, and it should direct back to eBay. At least it did for me. Goodness, 6'7". You a big man. Oof, 19 and a half inches. You guys are awesome. Both my wife and I were both 7 pounds and a couple of ounces. We were not really big children. So it kind of makes sense that our children, I guess it kind of makes sense that the children were like 6 and 7. So again, we talked about something heavy, and then we talked about some really cool stuff, that being the birth of baby Tegan on 429. So shout out to Ryan for doing this awesome giveaway. So definitely stay tuned for additional details. So I want to give you guys a quick heads up on some of the videos that are going to be coming out this week. I may go live if we have internet service. I may go live once or twice this week. So who knows what we're going to talk about. It'll depend upon when I have internet and what's on my mind. But there's a lot of really cool stuff that's happening right now. Like DC is doing some things, so I may want to talk about that. So definitely stay tuned to that. We're going to do a hunting video because we enjoy those. We're going to do a haul video, and it's going to be a different kind of haul video, so you want to stay tuned for that. That's going to be cool. I think I hit an underground comic shop, and it was slightly sketchy. It was a slightly sketchy underground comic shop, so you want to stay tuned. And I'm going to dig into a very controversial topic. And this topic is one that was requested by a subscriber of the channel. You guys know I put those posts up on the community tab where I'm like, hey, if you have ideas, submit your ideas now. And somebody posted up a comment, and I initially dismissed it. I mean, that's part of how my mind works. I initially dismissed it. I kind of pushed back against it to see how the person would respond. And then I think about it. And I'm actually going to try to talk about social justice warriors and political speak in comics. If you guys don't know, this is super controversial stuff right here. This social justice stuff and political speaking comics is like a third rail. It really is. So Oz says, we love controversial topics. It is a really controversial topic. But I want to try to do it in a civil way, of course, and I want to do it in a way where I'm putting some things out there for people to consider, because I think if you're listening to some of this stuff now, you may not be thinking about it with like all the context. So I want to add some context to it. My video is not on this is right or this is wrong, or you should think this or you should think that. It's more like, hey, have you thought about this? And so the video is very much a, have you thought about this? And should you consider that? And how about this other thing? So that's going to be dropping this week. I think it's going to be a good video. I hope it will be a good video. I'm hoping that we get no more than 20 thumbs down. Oh, Johnny Future. Johnny Future says, Reggie, here comes the thumbs down. Yeah, man, no doubt. It's gonna be interesting. Tina says, you do a great job at covering controversial topics. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to try. Kyler says, hopefully SJWs don't dislike the video. I have a feeling the video will get a lot of thumbs down. Eric Compton in the house. Someone gave me a negative comment on a video previously, and I said, did you finish watching the whole video? No, I only watched the first couple of minutes. Well, I don't know what to say, because I think that, you know, sometimes you have to listen to the whole argument to really appreciate someone's perspective, and if you take just a snapshot of what someone is saying, it's really hard to really derive from that snapshot what they really think and what they feel. So fingers crossed. Oz says 20 additional views. Those are the people that give me the thumbs down. Hopefully it will be fine. Sidian, I think that's how you say that. It's good to see you. I don't think that I've seen you before, but welcome to the live stream, my friend. This is a safe space. Safe space. Again, Wayne McDonald, brother. I'm gonna put some stuff out there, bro. I'm gonna put some stuff out there that it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Adrian Santiago, how you doing? So 8 port, there's a lot of new people. There's a lot of new people popping in here. Very good. Maybe we should take away Wi-Fi. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. All right. So you guys ready for the giveaway? Let me hear you say, yeah. Let's do the giveaway. All right. So what we are going to be giving away this week. This is we Chris Bigger is asking, he's basically saying Regie is a no judgment zone. Yeah, I mean, I think for me it's a civility zone. I don't think people have to agree with me or with one another, but we should be able to respectfully disagree and respectfully have a discussion about a topic. And I think if we're able to do that, I think that oftentimes people will walk away with an improved understanding of another person's point of view. And it doesn't necessarily mean that either person will change their point of view, but I think it may help people to better understand another person. And I don't think that that's ever a bad thing. So Richard says, oh yeah, a couple of oh yeahs up in here. Tina Cranston, good luck all, she says. Connie, it's good to see you, my friend. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's all about the civility. Like, I don't expect people to completely agree with me. That's cool, but you don't have to call me a name. You can just be like, I don't agree. And here's the reason why. Because I think for me, here's the reason why it helps me so much to understand that other person's point of view. But this is what we're going to be giving away this week. This was the book that you guys picked last week. This is the Marvel Spotlight on the Moon Knight. This is the first solo appearance or the first solo story of Moon Knight. There's also a newsstand. I just dropped a video on that. So if you want to know the significance of that, make sure you check out that video. But this is a 9.4 off-white to white pages copy of Marvel Spotlight number 28. So I'm actually going to share my screen. Oh, so the winner of this contest will actually get that thing, and they will also get a copy of this GoCollect exclusive variant. And this giveaway is all sponsored by GoCollect. So let me go ahead and share my screen, because we are actually going to head over to the GoCollect site, because I want to look up the value, the FMV of this book, because I think that's just an important thing for people to be able to see the type of books that we are giving away here as part of the GoCollect relationship. So we are on the homepage of GoCollect. You can see some of the stuff that I've been searching over here. And I think I have to type in Marvel Spotlight 28. We're going to hit the search button. And this is a 9.4. So this is the book right here. So we're going to click on the analyzer. And then once we get this screen up, hopefully it will actually work for us. This is always the tough part. We get a crystal clear screen, but we can never get through, as of late, the show and tell portion of the show. So hopefully this screen will resolve itself in a couple of moments, and I'll be able to show you guys the actual FMV of this book. But as we wait for this thing, I'll give you guys a couple of reminders. I'll wait for that. I may need it here in a second. So here's the 9.4. You can see that this book, the 9.4, is actually up 10.7%. Last sale was on 426. You can see if we expand this thing, you can see what the FMVs are for these most recent books. You're looking at $190, $200, $240, $219. This is the value of the books that we're actually going to be giving away. So Here, we're actually going to roll the dice in just a moment, but I want to show you guys the list of individuals that entered this week's contest. Can't remember the exact total, but we'll see in just a moment. But these are all of the individuals that were able to enter this week's contest. And we will talk a little bit about how to enter the contest because I still get a couple of questions from folks about that. And then we also have new people that are always joining the site. So hopefully you were able to see your name there on the screen. So we are going to go ahead and roll our 2 dice. And we're going to see how many times we're going to have to randomize our list. And we actually have 10 times we are going to randomize our list. So we're going to scroll down here. There was 87 people. So your odds this week are very, very good for being able to win the contest, unlike weeks in the past. So that's 1. I'm going to randomize that list twice. Here's the 3rd time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And stay tuned because we are actually going to possibly be giving away one of those gift cards that I mentioned to you a short while ago. We have one more randomization to do. If the screen loads here, bear with us. One last one, and this will be the winner of the Marvel Spotlight 28. It is Mark C. Mark C., you are the winner of this week's GoCollect giveaway. You will be the recipient of a Marvel Spotlight on Moon Knight 28 9.4, and you will also get an exclusive variant from GoCollect. So congratulations, Mark C. Be sure to send me an email to regiecollects@gmail.com, REGIE collects@gmail.com to claim your prize. Congratulations, Mark C. All right. So for those that are new to the channel or still have questions about how the giveaways work, you can see my speed test there was actually really good. So the way that the giveaway works is that at some point, Monday through Friday, I release a video. And it could be a live video, it could be a pre-recorded video. And somewhere in that video, I will basically say, hey, if you want to win this book, go to the community tab and type in the following, and it'll be some phrase. This week it was Moon Knight. All you had to do was type in Moon Knight and you can actually be entered into the contest. But you find that video Monday through Friday. You go, once you find it, you listen to the directions, you go to the community tab, you find the post that basically says, hey, if you want to enter this week's GoCollect giveaway, click this MailChimp link. You click the MailChimp link, and then you actually go to MailChimp and you type in your screen name, I think your email address, and then also the phrasing from the video. If you do that, you are automatically entered into the giveaway. The giveaway ends on Sunday morning, and then we award the recipient the prize on Sunday night at 7:30 as part of this show. So it is all relatively straightforward to get into the contest. So hopefully folks don't have questions. Chris Bigger almost won. Kyler, I am doing the giveaway for the Black Knight as well. So yeah, I am going to get to that. Scrolling through. All right, cool. So there you go. That is the winner for this giveaway. And hopefully, Mark, you will be able to send me an email and I will be able to tell you all the details for when your book will be delivered. And just know we have a little bit of a delay because of the holiday that is here. So I'm actually going to pop open my email really quickly because I need to pull up an email real quick. So we also had another giveaway that was done this week. And this giveaway was, hold on one second. This giveaway was actually sponsored by Juan, and Juan actually reached out to me. He is in the process of trying to set up a comic book shop, and he reached out to me, and he wanted to do a giveaway on the channel. And so I'm trying to find his name. Wanted to do a giveaway on the channel. And he gave us some prizes that we can actually give away here on the channel. So and I'll show you what those prizes are in just a moment. But basically what you had to do to enter this contest was that you had to, hold on one second, guys, bear with me. doing a live show. Didn't have my thing ready. That is not the one. Is that the one? So he's opening a card comic and toy shop. And so he wanted to basically give away a card, a toy, and a comic. And so he sent over some really cool stuff that I'll show you here in just a second. And basically, to win this giveaway, what you had to do was you had to basically tell us who would be a great character to play the Black Knight. And the reason for that is because we were giving away a Black Knight comic and also a Black Knight toy and a Black Knight card. And there's another set of cards here. So basically you had to say who would be an ideal character to play the Black Knight. And then you had to identify a time period in which the movie would best be based. And Juan actually in his mind already had a ideal actor already picked out. He already had an ideal time period picked out, but he never communicated it to me. So basically what we did is we set it up. People submitted their information. I then extrapolated the list. I sent it over to Juan. He basically picked the person that was closest to his ideal setup. And his ideal setup was medieval times, and it was the actor that plays Jon Snow on Game of Thrones. So that was basically the ideal person was Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. And I think the guy's name, what is his name? Kit Harington. Kit Harington is the ideal guy to play it. So Kit Harington in the medieval times was the correct answer to this week's Black Knight giveaway. And the person that came closest to that actually picked it spot on was, where is his name? One Wolf Gun. One Wolf Gun. You are the winner of this week's giveaway. One Wolf Gun, you are the winner. So please send me an email to regiecollects@gmail.com. I'll need your government name. Same with Mike, who won the GoCollect giveaway. I will need your government name and also the mailing address so that I can send your goodies out to you. So congrats. One Wolf Gun on that, so we can get that sent out to you, my friend. So congratulations on that. All right, so I want to thank everyone that entered the various giveaways and all that good stuff. I definitely appreciate you guys taking the time to enter the contest, to watch all the videos and all that kind of stuff. It is greatly appreciated. So before I get myself out of here and run an errand for my wife. No, we didn't want to do random. I don't think I said that it was going to be random. I don't think I even put any details in there as to how it was going to be awarded. But yeah, we wanted to do it a little bit different because we do so many random things right now. We wanted to mix it up, and we wanted to do something a little bit different. Jay Simpson says, I picked Jim Carrey. Somebody actually picked me, I think. I think somebody put Bueller's name in there. Somebody put my name in there. But yeah, One Wolf Gun is the recipient of this. So I want to do one more giveaway. And the giveaway is going to be for one of the gift cards from my man Ryan. Ryan had a baby. The question is, for the winner of this thing, what was Ryan's baby's name and what was her weight? What was the baby's name and the baby's weight? If you were able to answer that question, you will be the winner of a $29 gift card. Tina Cranston says, thank you. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Tegan is the name, but what is Tegan's weight? What was Tina's weight? We'll see if anybody can get it. Regie, 4 pounds. Yeah, but how many ounces? How many ounces? Come on now. We have a 7.2. We have 9 pounds. 21 was the length. Somebody may have to actually go back and watch this on replay and then send me an email to regiecollects@gmail.com to actually be the winner of this one. So maybe that's how we'll do it. If no one is able to guess Tegan's exact birth weight, then we'll just do it that way. Caleb, you're a nut. Caleb says, Rob Liefeld, 8 pounds, 3 ounces. Ooh. Ooh, wait. Oh, almost. Almost. There was a close one. There was a close one. Wait a minute. Let me hide. I need the name and the weight. The name and the weight. There's a couple that are correct, but I need the name and the weight of this child. Need the Rob's head weighs. You guys are nuts. Oh, you guys are nuts. You guys are nuts. There's a couple of really, really close ones. No cigars, but very, very close. So I'll let it go on a couple of more moments and we'll see. We still need to pick our giveaway for next week. So and there we go. There is our winner right there. So hopefully the winner is actually in the United States, because that was one of the, I guess we don't need them to be in the United States. Sorry, never mind. So the winner who actually got it, surprisingly, is Richard B. Richard B has it. Richard B has it. Her name is Tegan. She was 8 pounds, 6 ounces. Richard B, you are the winner of the Tegan giveaway. Please, Richard B, send me an email with your name and all that good stuff to regiecollects@gmail.com, and I will get you out one of the certificates to save yourself $29 on your next eBay purchase from, what was it, 3204auctions.com. So congratulations, Richard B. All right, so let's do this thing. Let's pick our prize for next week. And here's the thing, guys, I still have a couple of more of those little gift cards to do. So definitely stay tuned to the various videos, because you never know what I'm going to do in terms of mixing it up and dropping some giveaways in there. So give me a sec real quick. That's a lot of noise. All right. So if you guys remember, we had 3 slabs that we were giving away last week, and you guys ended up picking the Marvel Spotlight 28. So I still have the original 2. But then I got 2 more. 2 and 2. We're only going to give away 1. All right. So you guys tell me first, do we want to go left hand or do we want to go right hand? Left hand or right hand? Let me know. And then we will go from there. It'll either be 1 or 2. So left hand or right hand, by sign of votes, we are going to unwrap and pick our next giveaway for this upcoming week. We have a couple of lefts, and someone made the suggestion that we do a poll. The problem with the poll is that people would have to leave the chat in order to do it. A lot of people are on cell phones, so it won't quite work. Wayne McDonald, don't be confused, my friend. Left or right? Left or right? All right. So I see a whole lot of lefts. We're going to go left. I'm left-handed. We're going to go left. All right. So we're going to do it one more time. Let's clear those out. James, we are not going back wall. We are not going back wall at all. All right. So here we go. Last week we did numbers or letters. Now we're going to do numbers. 1 or 2. Ready, set, go. 1 or 2. Which one do you want to unwrap this week? Which one do you want to be this week's GoCollect giveaway? Oh my goodness. Comments with Bueller is here. Oh no. 1 or 2. I see a lot of votes for 2 coming in. I see some 1s. I see some 2s. Looks like a lot of 2s. And there was a right, which means 2. Kyler, we are not doing 7. Cool. We're done. We're going to do 2. So here we go. Let's open this thing up. Let's see. I'm going to put you guys on mute so I don't kill you with the sound here. This is not a bad book. I'm going to be honest with you. None of these are bad books. That's nice right there. All right. So this week's GoCollect giveaway that we're going to do this week. And again, you have to watch one of the videos that comes out this week from Monday to Friday. Watch one of the videos. Somewhere in that video will be the details on how you actually win this book right here. It is Eternals 2. This is the first appearance of Ajax and the Celestials, 9.4 off-white pages. This is a super, super hot book right now. Eternals #2. There is a movie that is coming out. This is a hot book right now. So this is what we are going to be giving away this week right here. So this is a pretty nice book. I'm gonna be honest with you. I dig this book. I dig this book. This is some Jack Kirby magic here. This is Eternals #2. This is from 1976, my year of birth, 9.4, first appearance of Ajax and the Celestials. Somebody said they just bought it. Russ just bought it. So let's look this book up real quick. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys so that you guys can actually see this thing. But let's see if we can actually look it up. I don't know what happened to my screen there. So let's see if we can share this thing. We're going to look this up real quick, and then we're going to keep it moving here. So we're going to look up Eternals #2, and hopefully the site bears with us. So Eternals, you can see I was searching for Eternals 1. Eternals #2, we are going to search for it. You can see I already own one of those. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And this is a 9.4. This book is actually up 17%, which is bananas. And you can see here that the FMV for this book is 192, 200, 140, 179. So it is a nice book, nice giveaway from our sponsors over at GoCollect. So there you go. This is the book that is actually going to be given away this week. And again, all you have to do is watch one of the videos that comes out, whether it be live or pre-recorded. Follow the directions in the video, and this book could be yours. All right, so there you go. Pay 50 cents for around 19. Yeah, that's crazy. Chaos Lord. I mean, what's crazy is that you could have bought these books so cheaply back in the day. This is a nice book, and I honestly don't think that this book has been pressed. I actually see two non-color breaking creases. Well, one breaks color. Now they both break color, but there's two that might be pressable. So this is and there is a little waviness to the book. I've been grading books for several days, so I'm like in grade mode right now, but this book could potentially be pressed and have potentially a bump in grade. But I don't know. This is not a book that I submitted, so I don't know if it was pressed, but it does not look like it to me. And this is a really, really nice book. So again, I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Tonight, I have to go run an errand for the wife, so I'm going to wrap this up. I want to say congratulations to everyone that entered a contest this week for bearing with me with our technical glitches and difficulties. I want to thank you guys for entering those contests. I want to say congratulations to all of the winners. All winners, please reach out to me as soon as you can at regiecollects@gmail.com so that I can determine how quickly and how best to get your winnings to you. If you guys need me, Johnny Future, you guys know how to reach out to me. regiecollects@gmail.com or Regie Collects on Instagram is the easiest way to get a hold of me. I want to thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I hope that you enjoyed the show. And like I said, if you need anything, let me know.